Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts.
In this video, I'll be looking at Savage Sword of Conan issue 5. Okay, so first of all, you have to excuse the lighting. It's absolutely murky as hell today. No light whatsoever. So I've had to have the interior lights in. And excuse my voice as well, because I'm still getting over my cold that stopped me doing videos last week. Um, Savage Sword of Conan issue 5. So Joe Jusko cover, very, very nice. Nothing to do with the story inside though. There's no dinosaurs or anything in it, but it's still very, very cool. So this is the King Conan story. It goes through the entire book this time, apart from a little bit at the back. First up, artwork, very, very nice. Nice and clear. This is definitely a black and white storyline made for a black and white magazine. Lots of deep blacks, lots of definition. You can see where stuff's going on as well. Which brings me to this one. This is Tim Sale, 2005. Now, I like Tim Sale's artwork. I remember stuff in for DC. Um, I'm not sure this was intended to be black and white when it came out, which is a shame because his style's really, really nice. And this just looks like, it's just too grey, too dirty, kind of splodgy. If anything, I would have published that on the back of a back, maybe, or whatever, if you wanted to do that Tim Sales piece. But here it just looks a bit too messy, which is a shame. Um, anyway, back to the story. So it opens up with a really, really cool thing about they go into his cave, and it kind of describes how all of the people die as they went into the cave, and then Conan's the next one goes in, King Conan. It turns out that the people have there been ensorcelled. There's a witch inside, and Conan knocks the witch out and brings her outside, and they want to kill her, and Conan says, "No, don't kill her. She deserves a trial." Some dangerous polar bears come along, which apparently are controlled by the witch, and the witch stops them from attacking off the go. And it turns out that after kind of lots of to and froing, Conan has been damaged by the witch and possibly ensorcelled, because at the moment they're having a bit of discussion what's going on, and he's kind of explaining about meeting witches, and they've all been evil and all this kind of stuff as well. And eventually they take her to town, and they're ready to kind of hang the witch. And this other king there who's supposed to be in negotiations just keeps going about our treaties, our negotiations. Um, anyway, Conan's had enough of it. He goes off, and then he is brought back to kind of helping. Um, and off he goes through the kind of the magic past to him to go and rescue her. So he goes to rescue her. He beats a load of people up. And it turns out that she can control people, and this guy gets controlled, and he thinks that like there's the flames are actually a girl, and he goes to lean into the flame and catch himself a light and all this kind of stuff. Takes us to the cave, and it turns out the witches have been basically victimized by these brethren of the briar, which are really, really cool. And yeah, just really nice designs. Um, and they're killing all the witches. So these are the real bad guys, not the bad guys that have probably been framed. The witches have been framed for. These are the real bad guys. Um, and uh, so they go to the caves and see all the dead people, the dead witches that are there, and she explains that's what's going on. Um, Conan goes back out try and escape. And the Brotherhood of the Briar, they've gone to town basically to try and track the witch down. And turns out they are the bad ones. They have got this same kind of palm magic, and they attack the other king. And that's the end of the story. That's the end of that part of the story. It's a two-part. Um, yeah, it's not bad. Must say, it's very, very cool. Artwork is very, very nice. I love it when they can get functional black and white artwork that it's just not like, oh well, we kind of did a grayscale color version, then we just kind of chucked it into a kind of. This looks nice. It's clean. You can see what's going on. It's nice artwork. The characters look cool. Then we get another little illustration there about Giant. Then we get another one about the thing in the water, which is Jim's other one, which funny enough, has got no words to it. Takes a horse to it. Takes the horse to the water, and it is attacked by this giant sluggy thing, monster, whatever. It comes out, and that's it. That's pretty much it. That's the story. The horse kind of gallops around and basically said, "Oh, thanks for nothing." That's the story. So that's a weird one. And then this one is about Conan as a kid. told to basically forge nails. He said, "I don't want to forge nails. I want to forge a blade." He said, "No, do nails first. Then you do a spoon, and then you'll do a bracelet." It's like, "Oh, well, I'm making a bracelet. I'm not a girl." So no, you make a bracelet. Anyway, this lass comes into town and is gifted, finds this bracelet. And Conan comes out, looks around for it, and sees this guy on the ground, which was his father, and then sees the woman's arm over him, and really thinks that she is her. And obviously he's not happy with that. His father's kind of betrayed his mother, so he goes off and starts kind of smashing stuff out again into making nails back at the forge, and it turns out no, it wasn't her at all. It was his mother. She just saw the bracelet first, um, and yeah, he basically attacks his people who are harassing the woman. It was his mum, um, and it's said, okay, great, you've kind of proved yourself now. You can go and make a sword. Um, so looks like Conan's first kill, effectively, possibly first kill, was stabbing people through the head with a nail. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, so I try to think, but no, I'm thinking, getting confused. Anyway, not too bad. Artwork's not terrible. At least again, kind of grayscale, black and white, and it's usable for a black and white magazine. But yeah, that's pretty much your lot for this one. So we've got second half of that story in the next issue, and Dark Agnes apparently, which is good. So we'll to see if we got I don't know if we got that same monks as last time, because they were really cool. But yeah, all in all, not a bad issue. Savage Sword is pretty decent. For yeah, 6.99, you get a decent sized book and some quite a lot of good stories in it as well. Ironically enough, I swear all the other books I get are like, if it's if it's a 4.99 book, I pay a little bit less than that. I paid more than this per issue, but hey, you know, it's not bad. I'm more than happy to keep picking up Conan stuff at the moment. That Titan seems to do a good job about it. They seem to have slipped the ball a little bit on the omnibuses again, because I think we've had another one pushed back to December that should have come out. So we've only got that one omnibus at the moment. I still haven't picked up Savage Sword #1. But yeah, anyway, that's enough rambling at the moment. So thanks very much, and hopefully I'll see you on another video with a better voice next time. Bye bye.